Hello, this is Haku the Bean, and today we are going to be reading some more abnormalities. These being Punishing Bird, Judgment Bird, and Big Bird. If you like this video, please like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into this. First of these is going to be Punishing Bird. Also known as 00256. A small, incompetent bird that punishes the evil, guilty, and all sorts of irreverent people. Some employees have said that it is cute when the bird mightily flutters its tiny wings. I do think the punching bird is really cute. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins knowing it's wrong? The small bird wondered. It must be because there's no one to punish people for their misdeeds. If someone takes that role, then no foul act would happen in the world ever again. With this in mind, the little bird left the forest it had been living in and never went back. You'll notice a similarity about these birds other than the fact that they're all birds. Now we have Judgment Bird. A bird that used to judge the living in the dark forest, carrying around an unbalanced scale. The scale always tilts the same direction, but it doesn't notice as its eyes are covered. Or perhaps it's turning a blind eye to this truth. In fact, a bird was once an even-handed essier. The scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. The long bird made a scale that was capable of weighing any sin to maintain the peace of the forest. At one point, the bird's eyes could see through anything. The eyes always shone brilliantly, burning like stars in the night sky. But it gave its eyes to the big bird in order to protect the forest. Now, only in a void fills its eye sockets. The bandage is in tatters, like it could tear off at any second. The bird's face was once covered in gleaming feathers, but they fell out as it spent too much time without sunlight. All that remains is the unjust scale. The long bird continues on, doling out judgment. Finally, we have Big Bird. A large, many-eyed bird that patrols the dark forest with an everlasting lamp. Oh yeah, have I mentioned that, I forgot to mention numbers. Punishing Bird is 00256. Judgment Bird is 00262. And Big Bird is 00240. Let's continue. Unlike regular birds, it lacks wings and has long arms instead, with which it can pick things up. Omitted. Would stare intently at anyone it found, young or old, and bite their head off. There is a tale of a beast that lies in the deepest, darkest part of the forest, who dazzles creatures away, never to be seen again. To protect all creatures from the beast, the big bird burned all of its feathers to make a wick, and then made a lamp that would burn forever. With this eternally lit lamp, the big bird wandered the forest, warning the creatures to not stray too deep into the trees. Thanks to the large bird, fewer creatures fell victim to the beast in the forest. However, it was still concerned for the creatures still being killed by the beast. An idea struck the big bird's mind. If I kill the creatures first, then no one would be killed by the beast. Since then, only rumors of a beast that would bite your head off and flew around the dark forest. It is said that the beast carefully examines and stares at its victims to see if they are the beast that lures helpless creatures away. There is a tale in a town. There's a tale from the town in the location redacted area. We heard the tale from the town's oldest inhabitant, redacted. Although there is a general assumption that the tale was told to prevent children from entering the forest, it is uncertain who first inherited a tale. We can't do anything while the abnormality has its eyes open. It stares intently as it keeps staring, emitted. This is why we need to put it to sleep first. We can only begin working when all of its numerous dozens of eyes have entered into slumber. And it turns out that the tale was not made up. We could find this large bird in the forest. Right after that, we tried to look for the beast that dazzles people. We searched through every nook and cranny of the forest, and investigated every single creature in detail. A month later, we came to this conclusion. There was no such beast in the forest, except for that big bird. This abnormality is completely ignorant of the common and perception of death. The abnormalities that reside in this corporation can be placed into two different categories. The first category is those who understand perfectly well what the concept and meaning of death is, and will attack our staff with the intent to kill. The second has those who are aware of the concept of death but attack without malicious intent. This abnormality we have contained here fits into neither of those two categories. To this bird, death in itself is salvation. If it just ripped the head off a poor little girl who got lost in the forest, to it there was no mistake, malice, or murder. It thinks it just saved the girl from the beast. Those were the three birds. Or there are more birds. It is something that I can't remember right off the top of my head. But these three birds are interesting. As you might have noticed, they all are related to a dark forest of some sort. Even the punishing bird, even though it doesn't quite call it the dark forest. But I think that's something you should discover on your own. Right, if you like this video, please like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next time, so until then, goodbye!